Here we are, Act 1, The Defect. And I love this act layout. Absolutely love it, especially with a remove 2 start as an option. We could also try to snipe an elite. There's definitely a potential for free elite if we go event, shop, event, combat. This could be a free elite then. Potentially making for a 3 elite path. But what I'm thinking personally, remove 2 cards to start. Let's see, 60, 90 gold. We should have 190. Do I remove 4? Seems aggressive against Slime Boss. It's going to go to 1 store. It's going to go to 1 store. But yes, I am going to remove 2 cards. I think Defect likes removing 2 strike cards. Shockingly... Shockingly still able to put out decent damage with the Cracked Core. But only if... you could draw the dual cast. Get a potion and a really good set of 3 cards. All of these are fantastic floor 1 picks, truly. Any of these would be justifiable as a take. I personally probably lean towards Doom and Gloom here. I love that it's an area of effect damage option. I love that it gets us started on Dark Orbs. And I love that it's a particularly good upgrade. 14 tall, channel 1 dark. Yo-Yo, thank you so much for 6 months, that half year. But I wouldn't call you wrong for any take here. Okay, we dodged the shop on purpose. Higher than average chance to hit Doom and Gloom with an upgrade here, and quite frankly, upgrading a Strike, Defend, or Zap would also be very desirable. So I'll make the trade here. We get Zap upgraded and Defend upgraded, and this feels like a pretty good start already. Especially if we can go with the next few combats without losing more health. Pretty spicy turn 1. Doom and Gloom already putting on a show there. Good. And I get another potion, a good one. Fire Potion deals 20 damage to a target of my choice. A fantastic start so far on the robot. This is already looking extremely favorable. Here I like either a Beam Cell or a Steam Barrier. I think the Beam Cell in particular pairs very nicely with our Doom and Gloom for big damage. Another good upgrade too. Or we could just get some cheap block to pair with our Doom and Gloom. Personally, I lean offensive. Thoughts on skip here? Also quite valid. Maybe even the best option? Yes, potentially our best option. We're definitely able to skip territory because of how strong we got in the first couple floors. But I'd hardly call Beam Cell mediocrity. Beam Cell can be a very essential part of Defect's late game scaling plan. And helps us out quite a bit damage-wise now. It's no Beam Cell Plus, but it's not bad. Gives us further incentive to pick up a all-for-one also. I am going to grab a Beam Cell. But I do think that skipping relatively aggressively from here is probably a good idea. Beam Cell also gives me better reason to add a hologram to this deck. I should be able to defend 2 times here. Call. And now I can take this hologram and feel very happy about it. Consume is also an option. First focus card presented should always be considered, at least a little bit. But this hologram fits in so perfectly, with multiple 0-cost cards already. Get back Zap, get back Beam Cell, doesn't really matter, it's going to pay off. It becomes a good upgrade for later. Hey there, Bart. Pleasure to see you as ever. Storm was certainly the last and least of the options there. I don't think we ever wanted to play that. Just gonna go ahead and full block here. Maybe should have taken 2 to play 1 strike, but I think the Doom and Gloom will be sufficient. This one never attacks me next turn, so we can put the damage on the one in front to kill it with the Doom and Gloom next turn. To maybe kill it with the Doom and Gloom. Can also just guaranteed full block. Ah! The indignity! The indignity. Huh. Hyper Beam versus Claw. Hyper Beam is absolutely a fight ender of a card, especially when there's a Beam Cell in the deck already. Just massive, massive damage. Hyper Beam might incentivize me to go left here, fight an additional elite, get some more money before the store. I wouldn't call this a terrible Claw either. With a hologram and a Beam Cell already in the deck, 1 Claw is quite reasonable. I think this Hyper Beam is the better option by far in the short term. I do like Claw Bill. Been a while. I'm taking this Claw. You can't stop me. Okay, how many elites do I go for? If I didn't take the Hyper Beam, I still think I want to go this way. Harvest upgrade after upgrade after upgrade. We go Doom and Gloom upgrade, Beam Cell upgrade, Hologram upgrade. The first 3. Okay. Good. Play this Doom and Gloom? I guess so. Wakey wakey. Could have also hologrammed the Beam Cell there. Yeah, I figured we might dead draw though. Rude. Still plenty of opportunities to heal before we fight our Burning Elite. We actually don't need to use the potion. Guess I could have used it last round for 5 health, but... It's only 2 health this turn. How many claws do you have in a claw deck? 4. That's what I've decided is the optimal number. 4. At 4 claws... It might even be less than that. 3 claws, there very quickly reaches a point where you want to add cards that draw the claws more often versus trying to add more claws. So I could totally believe that a 2 or 3 claw card deck could be correct. Oh man, what a great timing on Eternal Feather. Heal and heal. I guess I don't need to rest after all. Good. And I love Go for the Eyes in this deck. 0 cost, apply weak. Now we're begging for an all for 1. Not a bad charge battery either. But I'm taking a Gopher in this situation, building towards a 0 cost attacks sort of defect stratagem. 2 claws, 2 cool-headed. That feels pretty correct. T-Cent giving me more energy on turn 1. Not likely to be relevant, but could happen, you know. There's Doom and Gloom hologram, Doom and Gloom turns. I think this could reasonably be a blue key, but I'll take it. I'll take it. Okay, more vulnerable. And now we hit the shop, where we will, at minimum, remove a card. Shard, huh? I think that's going to make it really hard to make these cards work together. If I take Shard. Not feeling Shard, however, I am feeling Scrape. Deal 7 damage, draw 4 cards. Anything that is 0 cost stays in the hands. That's actually surprisingly good. You can do that with a card removal. Math. $164. Yeah, it's too much, right? Correct. Okay. I was wondering if I could also buy Dark Shackles. I cannot. But I genuinely think that's a very good scrape, and that is an odd situation to be in. Or I could buy a Relic. Man, that's pretty tempting. I believe in this scrape. And I believe in this event room. Yeah, it's a card removal. No strikes in this deck. Actually, maybe I'll remove 1 defend. Knob is a thing. Let's get rid of 1 defend here. Spirits seem to be ignoring you now. Disappointing. I'm going to upgrade our scrape here. That makes it draw 1 more card that we could potentially keep in our hands. You. That's not the turn 1 I wanted to see. Okay, 2 of these are going to get discarded. I'll put Sap back in the draw pile. Math time. If I have lethal next turn, I should play this defense. So, Knob is at 41 health. We're going to do 6 damage this turn from our lightning orbs. He's going to heal for 3. That leaves him at 38. He is vulnerable. Claw does 5. That'll be 7. And then the second claw will be 10. So we have 17 damage from 2 claws, plus another 9 from 3 lightning orbs. That's at minimum a kill with the fire potion. So I think that I'll plan on that. Play the defend here. Save an extra couple points of health. Yeah, fire potion it is. Would I take an all for 1? Not only would I take 1, I'm practically hoping for 1. Begging for 1. Please, give me an all for 1. Because I think it would be probably the strongest card we could find. Insect is an excellent find here, making our future elites easier to kill. Replenished our potion. And here we're offered 3 cards I don't think we need to take. Fusion's got some energy building utility, but it's not going to do a lot for us. Sweeping even gives us some AoE, but we already have that with the Doom and Gloom too. None of these work with the scrape. Don't think so. Okay, and let's go for the eyes upgraded. I could also consider upgrading dual cast so that it is fetched by the scrape. Let's do that. Darkscorn says, what are my thoughts on Melter? It seems situational, but when it's good, it feels so good. I think it's just a very efficient 1 energy attack for Defect. The fact that the damage goes where you target it is very important, because the fights where Defect needs damage help are very much fights where there's multiple enemies. Kills the Spheric Guardian really well, does big bonus damage to Spire Shield and a couple of bosses. But I just like the fact that it does good damage to a target of your choice. Defect doesn't have a whole lot of that. Considering using a power potion here. We're not great at this fight because the slime, since the deck is so small overall, the slimes are going to be a real problem here. I'll use this power potion. Highest cog. That'd be a lot of lightning damage. Let's do it. Yeah. Hello. 98 minus 12. 86. Down to 80. Perfect. 77 here. Oh my. Okay, very important cards just went to the discard pile. And the good news is, though, the slimes only have 25 health. So, all is well? Question mark? Really need to not draw these again. I'm going to take 4 here to get rid of 1. Get him. Okay, not too bad in the end. Definitely a scary fight. Glad I used the power potion. Hey there, Mr. Undo. Feel goods are always welcome and appreciated. From anyone in chat. We could go approximately, you got the Eternal 1 achievement. That's the All Achievements achievement. Watched a lot of my runs and learned a lot from watching me. This is the game you're going to play for years to come. I hope so. If you're going to pick any one game to be horribly stuck playing for years and years, Spire would be a pretty good choice. Unfortunately, none of our rares are, in fact, all for one. That is sad. However, Hyper Beam is again offered to us and is again very reasonable, though it doesn't work with Scrape. Don't really like this bias cognition very much at the moment. I think I'm going to take the Hyper Beam. Problem is it makes the orbs useless. Maybe that's a reason to take bias cognition? Curses. I wanted the easy choice. Yeah, one way to scale from here would be to add frost orbs for block. Let the attack pattern continue to be what it is. And then scale with focus. We could add a shop, add orange pellets or clockwork souvenir to make the bias cognition a lot stronger. It's a significant increase in our damage even now. Does Scrape draw multicast? No, X is not a 0. Even if you have 0 energy. If I had an energy generating card, I'd like this multicast a lot more, but I don't. Suppose we could try to add one. I'm taking the bias. Well, Eternal Feather Coffee Dripper is a pretty easy choice. This is not a great Snecko deck, but Scrape Doom and Gloom Hologram could do some interesting things with the Snecko Eye. I think simply giving us 4 energy per turn is going to be the most helpful overall. And continuing to prune our deck by removing strikes and defense. Yeah, Scrape Snecko is very much rolling the dice. Again, I do like it a lot with Doom and Gloom. It's a card we can play almost every turn. Block could be a problem with Snecko. Let's take the Easy Dripper. I think this will prove a bit more reliable. Never considering that choker, not with a Scrape in the deck. Ideally, we're putting lots of 0 cost from here. Particularly Flash of Steel and Finesse could be interesting. Awkward Pathing. Smidge more card draw would indeed do wonders, especially now that we have 4 base energy. I'm thinking a Skim, a Cool-Headed, a Seek, anything like that. A Reboot would actually also be great. Speaking of Geklein's question here about Reboot. Reboot would be a very good way to get additional card draw, and it would be a card that Scrape can draw into, which makes it particularly appealing here. I like to think of Reboot as a card draw card, kind of like Expertise, that gets better as you are able to empty your hand. But what path do I take? I'd like to get some mixture of upgrades and elite fights. Although currently I only have 2 upgrades I think are very important. Go for the Eyes and Bias Cog. The fires also heal me, so pretty happy to pile on. If I opt for this early store or for this store, I don't get any of these rest sites. And if I go this way, I'm not sure we're getting enough relics. This is definitely a deck that could take a reprogram, although that makes me feel weird about the Bias Cog, if so. Alright, either way, I think I'm not starting over here. We're starting somewhere here, so we'll decide events shortly. This stinker. 13, this saves 8. Can probably do better than 8. First time I see a 10 opportunity, I'll use the speed potion. Nice. Good job, Scrape. You did it. You sure did it. Oh, brutal. Well, that sucked. But we got our second claw. Easy choice there. Okay, that makes it relatively easy for me to decide what to do this act also. Let's take an event now. Gets cursed instantly. It's a fight! Not picking a recycle, not an unupgraded one, hell no. Ugh. Deck desperately needs a bag of preparation. Okay, should get a kill next turn. Ideally with dual cast. Good. Okay, that was a bit better. Now, these options I like a lot. Equilibrium puts our Coffee Dripper energy to very good use. Very good block. And the Retain helps me set up some combos like Dual Cast. Recursion, meanwhile, is a nice 0-cost card that cycles our orbs around. It could be quite nice with the Doom and Gloom. Both of these are pretty good. I think, given the current situation and our current block density, I'm going to tend towards this Equilibrium, though. And I think this is a very good addition. Build our own Runic Pyramid. One of my favorite Defect cards. Hello? Stinky. At least the Centurion didn't attack me on turn 1. It's an easy block. Might be able to KO her. No. works too. Storm Plus. You could try trusting in White Noise. Very notably, White Noise upgrades to be 0 cost, which means Scrape would be able to draw it. Stack also works pretty interestingly with Scrape, but our low total deck size makes it kind of uninteresting here. Are we really going to try to fight this elite? Not sure. We'll see how these next couple nodes go. Upgrade a card. All right, I will. It's not going to go well. Scrape is guaranteed to get 1 claw at least. Ideally, I need to kill 2 of them here. Plus 15. Not quite. Nice. Ooh, should have done that differently. Heck. It's only 8 damage. Yeah, should have done that differently. Should have dual cast before I beam celled. That was my mistake. So many different orders for this hand. Strike over the eyes is just shy of a kill here, is the real tragedy. But I can assure him survival using the speed potion, at least. So I'll probably do that. Strike over the eyes is only 9 damage. Doesn't kill this guy. My potion! Second Scrape or an Overclock. Overclock is really scary though, especially without an upgrade. With an upgrade, Overclock could be surprisingly good, actually. Like terrifyingly powerful, actually. With an Overclock plus. Scrape discards the burn, it's a good hologram target. Scrape can draw the Overclock, and then the Overclock can draw real cards. Okay. Actually really like that Overclock. Upon review, I've decided I want it. I'm also going to risk it for the biscuit, and we're just going to go into this elite fight here. It's a small book of stabbing. I think that's pretty good odds, quite frankly. Live on 1? All right. I accept. See, we have 15 plus 21 plus 9. Math. $45 and then 7 more. So that's a kill, actually. with the Lightning Orb. Even if this draws nothing, and it didn't draw nothing. Huzzah! Still alive. Courier's very nice with our... Well, we're going to this shop probably, so it'll help me there. And we get offered another hologram, which I will assuredly take. Letting us get a card from the discard pile. Not interested in that defrag. It's all about the card claw. Card draw. Claw draw. Alright, we'll skip the fish, even though it's decent here. Mostly I don't want to put more cards in this deck. So I don't want to take a relic that rewards me for doing that, when I'm not going to do it. Instead, I'm just going to keep removing cards, taking out this strike and probably a defend at this shop here. Well, this finally upgrading Go for the Eyes. Okay, things are happening. Okay, if we want a cool-headed, there's a cool-headed. I could even take a Toxic Egg before I buy it. Now, that's tempting. Panacea would block Artifact from Bias Cognition. Or the Artifact would block the debuff of Bias Cognition, excuse me. And that could help me get a lot of defense into the deck, too. I could consider taking a Madness if I were to see one. This deck definitely would appreciate Madnesses on a lot of levels. Upgraded Secret Weapon is pretty cool too. Put an attack card from the draw pile into your hand. It's a 0-cost card. Something that can seek for the scrape. Could do Panacea Cool-Headed card remove. I think that's not bad. Don't need a Toxic Egg if we're just going to upgrade the cards ourselves. Which is going to happen because of Coffee Dripper. I would not say the artifact is of extreme importance. But it will be nice for certain longer fights. And help us figure out our late game block plan with Frost Focus. Yeah, I like it. I can do Cool-Headed Panacea removal. Really like that, ultimately. Double Cool-Headed. And if I have double Cool-Headed, I guess I'll take the defrag, too. Alright, feels good. I think we've officially reached this deck is now cool. Just have to beat Collector with it. Snecko easily defeated. We could consider a stack plus, but I don't think we need it. No, I don't think we need it. I'm gonna go Bias Cognition, then Panacea here, so that we block Chosen's Hex instead of the Bias Cog. Let's let the Bias Cognition decay normally. So, no Hex means I can just play whatever I want. Where do I want the vulnerable? That's the real question. I think here. Yeah. A little bit better than before, but still not good enough to include. Is where multicast falls. Now that we have 20 cards in deck, we get a 12 hit point heal from the Feather. So far, it hasn't been healing much. But that's all about to change. Regular Panacea is fine for now. We should upgrade either Defragment or one of the Cool-Headeds. I actually think upgrading one of the Cool-Headeds will serve me better. X-Cost is not considered a zero-cost card, so Scrape won't draw it. Or anything like that. Oh, convenient. Good. Don't have to overclock then. Just work on playing these claws over and over again. Doom and Gloom will be serviceable AoE. I know we'll get 3 out of the 4 cards if I play this Scrape. That's pretty good. That would mean holding Doom and Gloom for later. Instead, what I'm going to do is Equilibrium Doom and Gloom. Go for the IZU. Scrape next turn, after we play the zero-cost cards. So that we're more likely to redraw something usable here. Order. Still fine. Okay, we'll dual cast that, even though I might want the dual cast for block. Still use it for that. Looks like I don't need it though. Claw. Five out of 5. Easy game. GG. That was a perfect collector fight. Which tells me that our deck is in pretty good shape here. With what we've added. Honestly, not sure if this is the deck for an Echo form. Big expensive card. Only lets us duplicate the best card in our opening hand, which is not always good. Deck likes to get set up on turn 1. Machine Learning I could get behind a little bit more. 1 bonus draw every turn makes us more likely to do combo stuff. Although, again, turn 1 is weakened. I'm leaning towards Machine Learning here. Not worried about Awakened 1, so an extra power is not bad. I'll take it. Oh, man. That is a solid defensive strategy. Just make lots and lots and lots of orb slots. Add a few more frost-generating cards to this deck, add a little bit more card draw to this deck, and Inserter will carry us really well into the late game. Could also transform and upgrade 3 cards, although I'm out of starter cards, so there's not really anything to transform or upgrade. I'm very, very happy with this Inserter. Lastly, the extra energy from the Cursed Key might have helped, but I don't want to deal with an extra curse in the deck. Hey everyone! Did you know that you can now support me directly on YouTube by getting a channel membership? For as low as $5 a month, you'll get access to perks like custom badges and emojis to use in comments, and discounts on the merch store, all while helping support me and this channel to do what I love every day. Just click the join button below to get started. Now back to the video. It's not my jam. Okay, we have some freedom as to where exactly we go, since we already got our green key and our blue key. Could have also just taken 5 energy and skipped the chest here. But with the amount of focus we're able to generate, 1 orb slot every couple turns is invaluable. Now I'll be upgrading our defrag. That means I want to go this way? Need a... Oh, no, we have courier. Okay, yeah, let's look at a shop here. Maybe I'll want the shop relic available. Slight rudeness. Leaf block for 15. Let's... Alright, we'll save 6 with a blessing here. I suppose. Since I'm relatively likely to find a potion after this anyway. Claw. I think now there is... I was about to answer your question, Kid Charlemagne, saying yes, I think there is now a value in recycle. One, just to get rid of burns, but just to refine the deck in general. That said, another hologram is also a serious competition, as is Glacier. So, food for thought. But I'll take this recycle. Now we really just do want to add as much card draw as possible. Anything that is card draw. Wait, scrape? Number 2. Interesting. Scrape number 2 is card draw. There's also medical kit. Now I find a medical kit. I mean, it's incredible with overclock in general. Although it makes the recycle a little redundant. I think it's still very useful here. Because it means I can focus on recycling the non-status cards. How fascinating. Trip is okay. Actually, no, I would not call Trip okay at all here. We have a beam cell. I don't need Trip. Take this medical kit. Deck focuses on drawing the same cards over and over again. I think making sure that we aren't penalized over much for that would be good. Interesting opportunity for 999 gold. I think more readily this is fight a boss, obtain a rare relic. Got a card reward. I would have to do this fight, with 2 normalities in the deck. That's pretty unacceptable. The medical kit does not let me get rid of normalities. I would need the blue candle for that. But I can just play this overclock all the time now and feel okay about it? That's cool. I'll just hologram it all the time then. Why not? You can't stop me, game. I dare you. I dare you. Eventually, we're left with only things that Scrape can draw, and that's going to go pretty well for us on average. Might even be a near infinite combo here somewhere. Wow. Dead Branch. If we ever exhaust a card, we get a different card in its place. Dead Branch could definitely be a way to win this run. But it might be that the added cards are not helpful. Given that we're actually being offered a third claw here, I think I will take claw number 3, leave it at 3, and don't take the Dead Branch. That said, if you take the Dead Branch in this situation, I think you win more than half the time. Easily more than half the time. Probably most of the time. Easy. So many upgrades this run. Just so many. Q weak. Play this. Play this. It's all starting to come together now. Eventually. Ow. It's bad enough to maybe merit a Liquid Memories. Hollow Recycle, or I can just play the Doom and Gloom. Claw. Second Beam Cell, no thank you. Might take Cold Snap just for one more Frost Source, but I think we can get by simply playing our Frost Orbs over and over again with the Cool-Headeds, using holograms and such. Heal 12 here, upgrade this Cool-Headed for more card draw. And then I'll probably recall towards the end here. Okay, when the card draw comes together, this works extremely well. When the card draw comes together. Ooh. 5 for 5 again. I love this deck. Order is a little whatever sometimes. Hologram Recycle. Headed, recycle this. Play this. Easy. $88 damage claw. Glorious. Get another liquid memories. Reinforced body could have been cute. Recursion could be cute. Recursion could be very cute, especially if we go all frost orbs. Although realistically, once the orbs are set up, we don't need help blocking. Not really. I guess against Speed of Death we will. As we get closer to the heart fight and I get more desperate, I'll reconsider. Right now I don't want to upgrade it. I'm recalling and I'm upgrading Panacea. I suppose. Ooh, does this deck kill Transient? Does this deck take a ton of damage to turn 1 Transient? Better question. The answer may surprise you. It's yes. What is this now? Get the extra turn to retain, too. Hologramic card to recycle. Actually, we're just retaining, so let's play the deep drag. Transient's very difficult for the Defect overall. I think that's a pretty accurate statement. Defect really struggles with the consistent output. Once you've got orbs up with focus, it's not a hard fight. But if you don't have it, oof, tough times. Very good. Keep drawing. It's weaken. We can hologram burn. Make my redraws as small as possible. Could have also hologrammed a claw there. That would have been reasonable too, I suppose. Recycling defends. Oh dear. More cards. You can see we're getting a little overwhelmed with burns, though. That could be a real problem. If we let that happen in a heart fight, for example. Need to hollow overclock. Again. Here we're out of fuel. Still, we did 800 damage to Transient. That's pretty good. Super Infinite with a turbo, I believe it. Do I want to loop? Not really. Inserter has us covered. And I don't need another... Although that could help with Beat of Death. Just kind of finishing up the orb synergies. Worth thinking about. Because if we can just consistently block the heart, we're going to have no problem in any fight, really. And I do have an upgrade to spare. Okay. I'll take it upon review. Speaking of upgrades, there's the Panacea upgraded. The last Defend is upgraded too. Wow. The density. Triple Jawworms could be a real threat. Oh, they are. Oh dear, are they ever? Wow. Save me skill potion, I guess. Still ouch. Just slightly less ouch. Loop. You're a troublemaker, Loop. How did it come to this? We'll cast first, see where it lands. Ugh. Hello, Doom and Gloom? Can easily kill you two if I do that. Yeah, let's start with Scrape here then. Let's see what else we have to work with. That deals 11. So if I hologram the Doom and Gloom... I think I can do enough to kill everybody. We have this bonus 5 also, right? This is 25. Yeah. Okay, not too bad. We are offered one more Scrape. Don't think we want it. The deck is not enough zero costs now. Could end up in trouble here against our elite if our turn 1 draw is sufficiently awkward. Well, that worked out. Okay, we're good. We're good. We are most assuredly good. So I'm going to go Machine Learning and Hologram. Could Hologram Overclock, but I think I'd rather Hologram the Claw. A little bit more damage on this dagger. Doom and Gloom is in the discard pile. Hologram can get it next turn, though. Let's just scale the Claw. She does attack. Okay, okay. Hologram Cool-Headed does it. Lets me Bias Cog in play also. When do daggers die after attacking? They die after their 25 damage attack. Their second attack of being alive causes them to die. The 9 damage hit adds a wound instead. Also Hollow Overclock. Don't get the second Frost Orb, though. So this attack will cause the dagger to die if it gets to resolve, but I'm not going to let the dagger do that, because that would hurt. I don't like it when I get hurt. It's just basic facts. Keep scaling. It's a general rule, the longer the fight goes on, better it goes for us. Pen Nib doubles the damage of every 10th attack. There's the last cool-headed. I will definitely take one more of these, as we want to be able to fill up the Frost Orbs a bit more reliably. That then allows me to upgrade Loop at this rest site. We'll fight one more elite that isn't a Reptomancer, and we'll be on to the late game with a very frosty set of cards. Yeah, who needed Toxic Egg anyway? Exactly. Deck's fully upgraded even without it. Gotta say, the buffer would have been nice. But I'm not passing up that third upgraded cool-headed. Hello? Okay, we did get Overclock, which then generated a block card. Good for me. Two, 3, 4. Let's get all that down. And we're in business. Onto that. Looking good. Ten block on turn 1, that will most assuredly help with our setup. It's our weakest turn by far. Theoretically, any of these could be good, but in practice, I think our 3 cool-headeds is the perfect orb generation for this deck. Oh man, and we get another free removal. Beautiful. Genuinely considering losing our Doom and Gloom, although it's a good recycle target, if nothing else. Maybe I'll get rid of Zap. I don't want to have cards that generate non-Frost Orbs at this time. Let's lose the Zap rather than a Defend. And we need to recall here. Our first boss, the 2 shapes, Donu and Deka. I think we'll be able to outscale them with our orbs extremely easily here. Keep these claws in hand for the moment. Perfect. So Frost Orbs are providing all of the block that we need, and the Claws will be all of the damage that we need. That's the plan here.
Claw.
Actually, should be killing Deca first, because the days that Deca adds are the most annoying obstacle for me right now. So I am technically attacking the wrong creature. Let's change focus here. Not what I wanted. Yes. Go for the eyes. Beam Cell. Claw. Pendant the Claw plus. Claw again. I can lose dual cast. Actually, I can lose Equilibrium. Even better. Easy. Get him. Oh, should have played those. I have to play them. For some reason, my brain told me they would just exhaust at the end of the turn, like the dazed would. That's not how it works.
A claw.
GG. There's an awakened one here. That's right. No two thumping yet. Have to deal with the bird. The bird with the nerd. Okay, I'll recycle Doom and Gloom. Please draw me some more cards. Thanks. Wonderful. Panacea, Bias Cognition. Sell you. End of you. Lock against you. Alright, a beautiful first turn of the Awaken 1 fight. We got our focus set up. We got our Frost Orb set up. Life is good.
Claw.
But that's... good turn. At some point, we eventually want to stop playing the Overclock. Not sure when that is. Didn't play that either. That's a guaranteed 5 for 5 if I hologram the Scrape. I love it.
A claw.
Poor bird don't know what hit him. But we do. It was claws.
A claw.
To them. Deep pulsing dread can be felt throughout the room. Is this the heart of the spire, the source of this clawsome set of cards? Do I upgrade a machine learning? Having this on turn 1 in the heart fight would be particularly helpful. So I think so. One less draw on turn 1, essentially, but one more draw in every other turn. There's a skim. That seems pretty okay. Could go skim card removal. I guess I would remove one of the defends. Chrysalis is kind of interesting. Maybe it makes a 0-cost skim. That's right, there are cards that'll be under the stuff we buy. So, skim first here. Worse overclock? Well, you still have to draw the burn one time. So skim is 1 cost, draw 3. You can think of the overclock as 0 cost, draw 2. Sling does not work on bosses, tragically. And that's okay. Okay. Sweet, we got bias turn 1. I can maybe weaken Spire Spear for next turn. Incoming damage here is 33. Currently blocking 17. So Equilibrium is basically a full block. Equilibrium Hologram is a full block. Let's focus on the spear first. Or do I try to kill shield swiftly here? I play this also. Feels like I should. So 2 burns go directly on top of the deck. But I can get rid of them here. Not a very good scrape. Oh, 2 hits. I'm gonna put the damage here, though. Just debuffs on the Spire Spear. Hologram overclock? That's gotta be it. Cycle the Doom and Gloom for 2 more energy. Get defrag and loop in play. Turn around with Go for the Eyes. Hologram the Go for the Eyes. Get him back. Play the Go for the Eyes again to weaken you. Put a Frost Orb in front for loop. Full block here. Gain 45 block next turn. To help out. pot. Can weaken you too? Can I bust through and kill? We deal 11. So we could do 13, 13, 15. That's super close to a kill. Or I can do 4 plus 16 plus... It's 13 times 1.5. It is 20, okay. 4 plus 16 plus 20. That should be a perfect kill. Or wait, no, off by 1. But it's a perfect block. And it is a kill. I'll take it. Smooth as butter. Get ourselves an emotion chip. If we do lose health during our turn against Heart, then we trigger the passive ability of all orbs at the start of the next turn. Could also take an upgraded force field here. I have enough powers to make it 0 cost. And then it would be 0 cost block for 16. Actually really like that. Might have wanted to stack the inserter and or the pen nib a little bit there. I don't think it's going to matter too much in practice. We'll take the force field. All right. Do I just block the vulnerable here? I think I do. If I don't Panacea now, there's a risk that I die very quickly. And I think as long as this fight goes long, we'll be fine, especially with an Echo Form in play. I'm going to block the vulnerable here. I'm going to go Equilibrium, Echo Form, Panacea, Machine Learning, keep the defrag to double. Play the loop here. Still frail. Yeah, so this would be a little worrisome. Might want to double cool-headed here. I think I'll double defrag though. Good. These are biased, but it won't be being played, at least not this exact moment. So go for the eyes, hologram. Go for the eyes. Weaken it for 4 turns, I think. Could also use Look Good Memories now to get another Frost Orb up, but I think we'll be okay momentarily. We're not going to take any damage next turn. A little bit of damage this turn. The emotion chip and the loop both go off, so I get 24 block here. Okay, that just draws the hologram. Discards everything else if I scrape. I don't think that's a good idea. Yeah, Add 1 status, just get rid of 3. Here, I'll discard hologram. Note, you still have to pay an energy to exhaust a slime. Here we go. Deck is now fully armed and operational. I'll double bias cognition next turn, so let's hologram for biased, hologram for this burn, hold on to stuff, get rid of this, get rid of this. And with these Frost Orbs blocking for this much, it should be very difficult to lose from here. Cycle of Equilibrium. Get rid of one of these cool-headeds. And we're in good hands now. Oof. More cards. Nice. 5 for 5. GG, and good job, Scrape. It's not the hand I want to draw, although I do like it. That'll work. Echo the Claw. Hey there, if you enjoyed that video, watch this one next. And before you go, join us on Twitch and watch live. I'm there 5 days a week playing Slay the Spire, answering questions, and chilling with the community. Click the link in the description to follow right now. Ta-ta for now.